The new year is upon us, but we have to go to the old faces of Scottish football to whip out the best Scottish football pundit of the year 2024. Welcome back to Fog Football. 4 options, you know the score. 2 nominations for Jambo Bear, 2 nominations for me. And this is where we're at. This is where we got 1.2k votes on the line. Last spot, your nomination, Mark Wilson.
Is what it is, but it's going to be controversial. I think he's the best pundit on Super Scoreboard.
In terms of comedy,
Definitely comedy. I don't really value his expertise, so to say, but
he's not a Roger Hanna.
no, he's certainly not. I'm a big fan of Roger Hunt, but no, for me, I actually prefer Mark Wilson over Gordon Dale now. Gordon Dale used to be my favourite, but I think Mark Wilson's took his mantelpiece.
I think Gordon Dale's pretty good, but as you've said before, doesn't have a backbone. He will literally just go with the flow.
He's alright for the comedy, but I think as soon as someone questions him, he backs down, just agrees with it.
No, I know, but Mark Wilson, 6% of the vote. Maybe a lot of people not watching Super Scoreboard, or the other 3 options just too damn good to turn down.
I mean, possibly.
Possibly. Or could it just be the fact that Celtic fans have been more strategic with their voting and went, we need to get Kris Sutton the win here?
Aye, well, maybe.
Could be that. Right, third spot, one of my nominations, Kris Boyd.
Aye, Kris Boyd.
He's had a lot of meltdowns. He looks quite angry there. It has been an awful year for Kris Boyd. It's been an
awful decade for Kris Boyd.
It has been. It's been an awful year for Rangers. It's going to be an awful year for a Rangers pundit. Boyd, to be fair to him, he does get to cover English football on Gillette Soccer Saturday, but I mean, he doesn't care about that, if we're being honest.
The problem for Boyd is he's always competing in a straight shootout against Kris Sutton, but Sutton's the guy with all the ammunition and Boyd's fucking firing blanks.
Sutton's got the cheat codes. He's playing with unlimited ammo. Kris Boyd...
He's got the blue ammo for Die Hard 2.
Aye.
It's blanks.
It's European extreme and he's only got a knife. It's all over for Kris Boyd.
Plastic knife.
He's literally doing punditry with 2 hands tied behind his back. It's a tough gig.
No, I mean, come on. Some of the times you get Boyd and Sutton, it's hilarious. Like, it really is.
No, it is. Then second spot, we've got Ali McCoist. So I think Ali McCoist benefits for being across the board a wee bit more.
Out of the 4, he's probably the most professional. Well, I say probably. I think he is.
Oh, fuck, aye.
But, you know what? I think for English football and European football, he's good, but when it comes to, like, the Scottish level, he just kind of bore me.
So why is that, then?
I don't know. I just think that he's kind of adapted to the English style of commentary.
I kind of see what you mean.
I think he just seems to have fit it into the English game a bit more. Where they would rather have, like, no banter. And he does try and have banter sometimes, but then again, I also think the reason I might not be a huge McCoist fan is because I'm not a big fan of the teams that he does commentary with either.
That could be it.
Like, here, I'd love to see McCoist sitting in a studio with Sutton, Boyd, McFadden. I'd love to see McCoist sitting there with Kris Sutton smiling over after Celtic beat Rangers 5-0. I'd love to see what Sutton's McCoist's reaction is.
Probably wouldn't be that good, would it?
But at the end of the day, all you really get is him focusing on English football. And
yeah, you don't really get to see he does a lot on Talk Sport with Jeff Stelling, but I would like to see his raw reaction after Rangers games, like we see Boyd.
That's what I'm saying.
And we don't get that, and I think that does hold him back, but he's still got second spot. And I tell you what, I think I think he's the best colour commentator.
Oh no, he is the best. He is the best, but I mean, I'm looking at it just from a pure entertainment standpoint.
Yeah. And then we've got one guy left, Kris Sutton, with 57% of the vote.
Well, here Celtic win everything, so former Celtic player may as well win Pundit of the Year for us.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes. If Rangers were winning everything, right, then these two would be flipped, because our channel would have more Rangers fans on it than Celtic, and therefore he'd win the poll. He'd be getting smug. He'd be twisting the knife into it, And honestly, I just don't see how it's going to change in the near future for Kris Boyd. Here, might win on Thursday.
He might win on Thursday, but then
he might win the battle, but he's not going to win the war.
Aye.
And realistically, he's probably going to lose every battle in said war.
And even then, it's a meaningless battle, isn't it?
Absolutely. But we're going to dive into the comments and see what people have said. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of love for every single man here. Beer Guy says, the two boys at Fog. Fucking may as well just wrap up there. That's as good
Right,
as
why
gonna
not?
get. Till next time, guys. No, we don't do that. We got 21 more comments. But
Nominate us. I won't say no.
yeah, but here, I guess that gets a cheeky wee heart. Sutton and Stevie Cool with Jambo Bear. Tell you what's going on here?
It's another heart comment for sure.
Yeah, why not? Don't know why Sutton's going ahead there. So, Celtic fan here, and definitely Ali McCoist.
I can respect that.
I can respect that.
Depends what you're looking for, in my opinion. If you're looking for like a professionalism and good commentary, then I think it is McCoist. If you're looking for banter and snide remarks and digs and shit like that, and drama, then it's Sutton and Boyd, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but they know exactly what they're doing.
And if you're looking for a dumb fuck who's funny, it's Mark Wilson.
Yeah. But see, we don't see Mark Wilson ever on a serious role.
No, we don't. But the role that we do get is great.
And when he hosts the Big Scottish Football Podcast, he's pretty good.
Well, he doesn't host that, I don't think, or does he? I mean, would you just give him as a host?
Or maybe he doesn't host
Co-host
it,
or
when
whatever.
he joins as a co-host, he's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think the Big Scottish Football Podcast would be great if it was you and Cameron and Mark Wilson going forward.
Boyd should be the next Rangers manager.
I mean, I don't know if he could do much worse than Clement at this point.
I don't get anyone could. Yeah, so Boyd probably won't be the next Rangers manager, but could he really do a worse job than the big man? Probably not. Anyway, Davey Hill, Old Stevie and Jambo Bear all day long, guaranteed. Does the name Jambo Bear get to you?
No, what gets to me is my team being fucking pish. You know, call me Jambo Bear. I mean, I'd love to be winning trophies. I'd take the Jambo Bear all day long.
But neither of us are winning
No,
trophies.
I mean...
The Jambo part ain't satisfied, and the Bear part is in hibernation. So, that's what it is. We move on. Kris, Michael Stewart, Tom English, and the Fog Boys could be on an alternative list. Only joking, Fog, you're not as bad as those dossers. I was going to say Kris, but
That's a bit harsh.
I heard Michael Stewart, and I was like, why the fuck were we in there with him?
Yeah, if you're in the same sentence as Michael Stewart, something's went wrong.
Michael Stewart's a whiny bastard, isn't he? Doesn't matter what game he's doing, there's always a decision. He's like, Dar, there's no right there.
Do you think he's a Jambo Bear?
I think he's a fud.
Jambo prick?
You know, see if there's a guy you want cheerleading for you, I think he's perfect.
Why?
I mean, see if you want him to cheerlead a team against a Craig Levine managing Rangers or something.
Imagine if Craig Levine managed Rangers.
But I think Michael Stewart would bloody orgasm at the thought of that. Right, up next, Super Alley. One horse race, just like the SPFL, says Matty Miles. Who's that then?
Could have put it for anyway.
Is Chris Sutton the Italian stallion? Oh, the other three also runs.
For all we know, Chris Sutton could be the St Johnson here.
Not very nice thing to say about Mark Wilson. Right, Brandon says Stevie Cool. What about this?
What?
Read this.
What's with the fake Scottish accent, boys? Haha, brilliant. Obviously Irish. Obviously not, you prick. Just happened to be living in a wee shithole for a while, but
Technically, obviously, though, not Irish. Belfast.
Northern Irish.
That would be
Northern Irish, son.
There's actually been a lot of drama kicked up with that, with the reform, did they?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, the boys in Stranraer.
The 6 counties.
Yep. Right, Gordon DL, Kenneth Boyd.
Jackson said I did it, and I didn't do it.
Your boys were watching.
Clement's boys are shit.
Gordon DL dressed up as a chicken broer.
Boys' eyes are watching. Rogers win another title.
Right, Gordon DL's getting a lot of comments here. Isn't he?
The Rangers are coming.
Right, that's fucking plenty.
Can't he fucking see them?
Right, that's double plenty. Right, Gordon Dale gets a double dose of Kenneth and Lewis. By God, F. Kris Sutton and Celtic, says Stuart.
I agree with Stuart. Not Michael Stuart.
Stuart's kind of hit the nail on the head there.
The Stuart Beard. The
John,
good Stuart.
Boyd for his meltdowns. Neil Lennon should be here.
Neil Lennon's alright, like, but I don't know. He's alright, like, but I mean, he wouldn't be in my top 4.
Here, 55 season. I owe a lot to Neil Lennon. He's fucking brilliant.
Bring him back.
Right, sick of this Sighty Alley, almost on everything, man. Defo Alley, so a lot of love for Alley.
Oh, aye, Ali.
But you're going Kris Sutton.
I'm going Kris Sutton, aye.
I'm going to go Ali McCoist because, I mean, I just refuse to give Kris Sutton anything fucking more than. I mean, guy wins everything.
Aye, I mean, he does, doesn't he? Wins at life, so.
Well, he'd win Squid Game.
He would, aye, should enter it and get a lot of money.
Anyway, guys.
Maybe buy Rangers a couple of players.
I don't think you'd do that, but anyway, leave your thoughts down below. And peace.